It's 4:20 in the Rocky Mountains. I'm this old stoner, and I'm ready to have a fart attack. If you don't know what a fart attack is, that's just me trying to have some fun with my art live on YouTube. Try and get everybody to have some fun with their art. And if you do, well, welcome to Fart Club. You don't have to be a member of Fart Club, but I tell you what, you can have a lot of fun if you do. And even if you don't, have some fun with your art, okay? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna I said I was gonna start tell me what to draw, but I decided I'm going to finish off the Disney Princess Challenge with the request made by Lisa Molina. Now, she used to be, I've got this big old long playlist of songs, and she used to have a bunch of her songs in there. And I do feature the band that she's in, Tangled Web and Shine On, fairly often. But it turns out that her channel isn't there anymore. And this weekend, I rediscovered it and threw a couple of songs that is on her new channel up into the playlist. And she inspired me. I mean, to actually write a new song. And this is actually hey Doxinator, not today, but he is on the list. Tomorrow I'm doing a character from Assassin's Creed. Uh, he will be this week. I haven't actually written out the list of stuff, but I had some stuff from the last time I did Tell Me What to Draw. And I promised one of the people that I mean, this has been like months ago, he wanted me to do this. And I told Warsaw Patriot I was going to do it today, but I decided to just try and finish this up because Lisa inspired me. And she actually inspired me to write a song that I haven't written a song in a long time, other than like for Jidlid's um, Badass and um, another one, Badass and Shit Kicker. Now, those are some songs I've written recently, but this one is like a real song, and I'm not sure if I actually want to play it today or not on the show, because I really haven't practiced it too much. I just finished writing the last couple of lines to it. I mean, I kind of want to, um, but I want to wait and see if Lisa shows up. I don't know if she'll show up or not. But I did throw her songs up to the top of my playlist, and I kind of followed down her little deal. I just play original music. I don't play any copyrighted music at all. Just original music from people I discover on YouTube that don't have hardly any subs. For example, I'm going to go ahead and start my playlist, my original music showcase. The first three songs are originals by Lisa Molina. She only has like 150 on this new channel. I don't know exactly what happened to her old channel, but in my playlist, when a channel goes away or people turn it private, it doesn't tell me who it was. And it wasn't until this weekend that I realized that she doesn't have any songs on here anymore. And then I try and ask people. So I'm Lisa Molina is the first three songs, then Hannah Schuler, then Faith in the Fallen, and Brady Johnson, another Hannah Schuler, um, the DD Files, and most of these people don't have very many subscribers at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and start up this playlist. Um, and Lisa has like turned me on to all kinds of great music. And so today I'm trying to draw her request, which was Snow White. And I practiced it earlier, but man, I tell you what, Snow White is a hell of a lot harder than I was expecting it was going to be. So let me just jump into this, and if I can get it done quick enough, maybe I'll give you guys a little what do you call it, a preview of my new song. And I tell you what, I haven't written a serious song in at least 30 years. And I'd say this is probably one of my best. Jerry, good to see you here. And you want another Popeye, don't you? I think I think I might do that, or I'll just send you my my practice one that I did. Oh, that's another thing too. I sent off a lot of drawings today, but if you don't want to give me your address, I can send you a digital copy because I usually scan all that stuff in. So if you want a digital copy, and I had someone that came in and they wanted something that I had already done. If you want to go back and look at stuff that I've done, I've got stacks of cards that I've already done. If you see something that you want, just contact me through the email, This Old Stoner, without the D. I added the D to that. It's too bad, too. But anyway, let me jump into, oh yeah, and to make it a challenge, I give myself 25 minutes. And hopefully I don't know if I can do it faster than 25 minutes, but especially these. When I get back into Tell Me What to Draw, I'll basically have the drawings done, and it'll be more like me just inking and coloring on the live show. And, you know, in the process of doing all these, I do figure out what it is that, you know, even if it doesn't look like the one that you're used to, I definitely figure out what the key things to the characters are that make them identifiable. Even though she turned out to be harder than I thought she was going to be, there are some things that even if her face doesn't look right, I mean, I already told everybody who it is. And it's just the classic, the first princess of all of the Disney stuff, when you really get down to it. And her big thing to identify her is the big collar on her dress and these big old poofy sleeves. I mean, pretty much, if you just put that big... Hey, Kathy's my sister, if you guys were curious. And she requested me do Odie. So I'm going to try and work Odie in this week, too. She's going to be in the first round of Tell Me What to Draw stuff. Tomorrow is... and I haven't seen Flower Nose around in a while, but she requested something that was going to be a big challenge. And I have a painting I need to send her, but I'm not going to be sending her the painting until I can actually get to a post office. I mean, I've just ordered stamps and envelopes, so I don't have to leave the house for any of that. But, you know, I could probably go to the post office, no problem. I should probably get myself a post office box. Oh, and just... I had a lot of people really reach out to me about my video I had up yesterday, and I have no problem with those guys. I don't have any haters. That they have no power over me. So I really appreciate all the people reaching out to me in private and everything, but they don't have any power. That was they were trying really hard to trigger me. And I will admit that one live stream I got on, they didn't even listen to what I said, because I basically defended. There was only one person that I did not defend, who was indefensible. The other people I kind of defended them, and it doesn't matter, that sort of stuff. They tried to trigger me, and well, I kind of did get triggered a little bit, but I kind of went on a blocking rampage. And blocked a lot of people I really shouldn't have blocked, and then in the process of trying to unblock them, I couldn't find them. It didn't go to the regular, it did not go to the regular block in your YouTube studio. It actually went to a deeper level of the Google account. It took me a while to figure out how to undo some of that stuff. You know, I mean, that's the most that I got triggered over all that. And that's what they were trying to trigger me, and I just not going to have it. It's not worth the time and effort to get triggered. And they're just wanting a reaction, so that was my reaction, and I tried to make my reaction be very pleasant. Yeah, And I hate to say it, but Benny Loco was one of those. I couldn't figure it out. I was trying to get in her live stream last night, and I kept getting this really weird message. And that was when going trying, and she wasn't showing up, and I finally found it. Her and Donna Shaw. I don't know why. I must have been somewhere, and I was all pissed off, and I just started blocking everybody in the live chat that I was lurking in. And I'm kind of ashamed of it. I hope the people that, anyone that may have noticed that I had blocked them, I hope they forgive me. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. But I'm doing my best not to let anybody trigger me like that, because that's all they want. They just want you to get triggered. That's their whole purpose in life. And then there was one person that came to me out of nowhere that I hadn't seen in a long time, trying to tell me that, oh, haven't you learned from my example? Well, they are not a good example, and I didn't want to listen to that. I'm not going to name any names. They know who they are, and that's all they want is someone to mention their name, and I will not mention their name. I still have hope for some people. Don't bring it here. I don't care about you guys' beef outside of and I don't watch any of that crap. Like I was telling people over in Mark's stream, if it's not entertaining within the first 10 seconds, I'm off to something else. I've been listening to all kinds of really great, it's Creeping Never... All right. Oh, no, not you. Not you. It was, and I went through, and the couple of... There's only like 2 people that I really want to keep blocked. And then there was a bunch of names that I did not recognize. It was really a trip that the Google blocks, the Google account blocks, those are a whole account wide. It's like not just the channel that was giving you problems, but the guys, whoever it is, their whole account ends up getting blocked. So that was I learned something from that. And I unlisted it like I said I was going to do, because everybody that needed to see it has seen it, and I don't want my channel to be anything about that sort of thing. I just want it to be all positive and as much as I can. And like I say over and over, everybody is welcome as long as you don't cause problems. If you have an agenda when you come in here, don't come in here. And just like I said in my video yesterday, if you come in here and start causing problems, you're blocked forever. You're not going to get a second chance. And I do go back and look at everything after the live stream. I go back and I really pay attention to who said what. And if I put any blocks up, the blocks come directly from the chat, because it's just too easy to create fake accounts. Am I good to go? I think so. All right. And again, I like my cheap markers. I like so much better than the other one. Hey, Joe Mama, welcome to the stream. Hey, Swedes. Jerry D, Creeping there. All right, on. Glad to see a whole bunch of positive people in here. Is that the one? I'm trying to get, I think that, is this going to be the right one? Oh, I think I figured this, how to get her skin. Her skin is like super pink compared to all the other ones, but I can't find a pink that is light enough. So, I think I figured out how to do it in my practice one. And yes, Mark, these markers go a lot faster than the type that you're doing. I mean, it's almost like painting. Whereas the markers that you're using, you have to put a lot of effort into getting them on there, and they don't blend. These blend. These blend, and you can put layers in them. And as you've seen, and you'll see when I work on this a little bit more, is I can bring out that blender and lighten it up even. Which in my practice one, that's what I was able to do to lighten up this pink. Just make sure that I get the places that need to be dark kind of dark. Oh, and I've been practicing with markers too. The more you do those markers, Mark, the faster and you're going to get with them for sure. Of course, you were doing like freeform abstract, which is very hard to do very quickly, especially as many different little areas that you ended up putting into it. Oh, I kind of made her arm a little bit too fat, didn't I? Oh well. I honestly like a little bit of meat on my one. Did I say that out loud? Okay. What's the next color I wanted to go for? Oh yeah, the blues. I got to figure out these blues just right. Because in my practice one, I kind of went a little bit too far on this stuff. Let me try this. There we go. Oh, I forgot this. That's what was weird about. I was wondering why that other thing over there looked a little funky. It's because I forgot to put her collar up. I think that's all this blue I need. Oh. Or is this the blue I wanted for... Is that the right blue? Yeah. Oh, I better put that little yellow in there before I get too far along, or I'll mess it up. Hey, Lion. Too dark. Don't want to go to that dark one yet. This one? I think this is the next one. Nope. Sometimes these numbers are hard to figure out. So I've done these two. Let me go ahead and put some red in there. Hiding place where the monsters never got us. We fight off the pirates till 8 p.m. Mom and Dad would take us and tuck us into bed. We would oh, and remember to email me so that I can send you copies of your princess. Creeping, Never Sleeping. I sent off a bunch of stuff this morning. The cool thing about if you actually have me mail it, I put a whole bunch of little extras in there. Little books and some the little booklets that I like to make. And I've actually been printing these up on photo paper because last time I bought a printer, they always give you this photo paper, and I'd never tried it, so I did try it. And as soon as I got some international stamps, I'll be sending yours, Iron. I mean, I looked it up. I would rather put international stamps on there and make sure it got to you than it says if I put 3 regular stamps on there, it'll get there. But I'd rather use the international stamps. And I'm sure I can I mean, the last time I sent stuff international, I just bought a bunch of the little international stamps. Is this the one I want to use? Yeah, I think I'll start with this one. Put a cup. Oh, what did I say earlier? I need to put this yellow on here now before I forget. Otherwise, I might mess everything up. Because I sometimes have a tendency to just get out of control. I've gotten better about keeping it in control, though. And I think I have to attribute that to trying to practice these before I actually do them. And sometimes it's hard to tell which one's the best. So I'll be sending you both of those copies because sometimes the first one I like better than the one that I actually end up doing on the show. I actually got on Facebook for a little while today and left a bunch of messages. I don't do that. That's very rare. My sister will tell you that. And it was actually a picture of a flower from out at her house that got me to actually get on Facebook. And I was on there long enough today to actually leave some messages to people. Down here too, don't want to forget this. I think this is another dark one I want to go. I think I kind of want to go over this a couple of times to try and build this up a little bit. Yeah, that's right. That's just what I wanted. Try and give it a little more depth to this color by using a couple of different shades of this dark blue. I ordered some kind of precision Illustrator pens too, because some of this stuff that I'm going to be doing. A 12-pack of beer. I bought a 12-pack of beer before all this shit started, and I still have like 4 beers. So I might drink a beer once or twice a week max. And usually it just puts me right to sleep. I think I was drinking beer the night I got on Swede's live stream. I was kind of fired up that night. That's very unusual to see me fired up like that. Oh yeah, I want to use this for her hair too. Yeah, I try and avoid those. I've gotten on the only ones that I've ever got on that were very much fun was back when Rant Jams first started, his first little 420 show, when he first kind of popped up out of nowhere, and that was fun. But it's kind of funny. There was one show on there. The only time I ever picked up a drum and was like banging it and making a fool of myself in the background, and Trenchy, he was going, "Oh yeah, you're the guy that plays the drum," and I was like, "Huh, I did that once," and that's all he remembers me by. But you know how life is. The only, people just is worse. Hey, Warsaw, I was gonna do yours today, but decided I was gonna finish this stuff up, and then tomorrow is your EZO, because I want to have it all drawn out. That one has so much detail in it. It'll be all drawn up. I wanted to get my little challenges done, and Lisa had shown up, and she was the one that requested it, and I found her channel. I guess, I don't know what happened to her old channel. I kind of assumed that maybe she got harassed. A lot of people, that's kind of what happens. Trolls and haters come up and just make your life miserable, but they don't have any power over me. And my little video yesterday was more to help them try and help themselves. They got to just, bring themselves up out of their own darkness. Because people that do that sort of stuff, people that want to make you feel bad about themselves. The only way that they seem to be able to feel good is if they can make somebody else feel bad. It's sad, but that's kind of the way, that's what that is all about. And I'm hoping I get this done. Looks like I'm making good time on this one, even though it is a little bit sloppy. I feel like I'm making pretty good time on it, because I do want to attempt to play you guys my new song, and it's probably like I was saying earlier, it's the first serious song that I've written in probably 30 years. And I've kind of been messing around with the tune for a while, but the lyrics finally came here after listening to Lisa, and that was kind of why I decided to go ahead and do her Princess, is because she's inspired me to finish off this song. Well, I actually give it some lyrics. I don't know how many, I've only got like one verse done, but I really like it. I mean, I've liked the little tune that I've been working on with it, and I've kind of been banging on this tune. Whenever I pick up my guitar, that's kind of what I bang out, and I finally got words for it. I'm being kind of lame with this, but like I say, Snow White is a hell of a lot harder to draw than you'd think, to get her to look right. But you guys have seen when I come back with the little white highlights and stuff, it really seems to make a lot of it pop. I don't want to talk to that. It's just a garbage call, I'm sure. Let's see. Didn't quite get the red the way that I wanted. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. Let's see if I can make sure I keep her up in here. That's probably good. Oh, and I wanted to use this blender to see if I can't make her skin a little more paler. Should have done that before I did the ink. But that was the thing, that in the drawing, my reference that I'm looking at, her skin is just like super, super pale. Well, that's right, Snow White. Her skin was like, so that's kind of, I didn't have a pink that was light enough, so this should lighten it up enough to make it look more like Snow White should be. I'd forgotten about that. I kept wondering why she was so pale. Duh. There we go. That makes her pale enough. In the background, I like the way I've been doing my backgrounds and stuff. Is that the light one? Yes. Ah, hit my 25 minutes. But that's okay, because that's just an imaginary time limit, just to, so that it doesn't drag on and on forever. You know, it'd be easy for these things to just go on and on and on. And it's just kind of like my challenge. Especially with these, I won't be putting the timer on next week when I'm doing Tell Me What to Draw. And those should, you know, those the ones that I have done have seemed to go pretty good, because I do all the drawing beforehand. Trying to get the drawing on there can really slow me down a whole bunch. And I don't ever show you my reference either, because, well, Disney. I can do a challenge to try and show off what I'm doing, or try and I can turn it into a challenge, no problem. I'm not selling nothing. I got nothing to sell. It's just trying to show off myself. But I will tell you what, after doing all this Disney stuff, it really makes me kind of think I might want to get Disney Plus. I don't want to be an advertisement for them, but I'll tell you what, the bang for your buck with Disney Plus seems to me to be like very well worth it. What a huge library of stuff. All the Marvel stuff, all the Star Wars stuff, all the Disney movies and cartoons. So it's just unfortunate that Disney kind of owns everything anymore. That's kind of sad when you think about it, if you think about it too hard. Okay, pull my white out. And then what was the last thing that was on there is that the picture I'm looking at has like all this, you can tell that it's like they've got all these little dots coming up that make it look like it's, so that you can tell it's like an enchanted apple. Poison apple? Is that how that is? And well, I did one more thing that added to it. I think, is it this it? I think this is the last little thing that will There we go. Snow White. The last of the Disney Princess challenges. Hey, Phil. How you doing today? I saw you put a video up of your video DVD collection. Yes. Looks like I got a little bit out of hand there. Bring up my little background real quick. Oh, and I'm not too far over time. So there's the one that I did live, and here was the practice one I did. So I kind of think the practice one came out better. The drawing was horrible. The drawing was really horrible, but the colors and working out the colors came out good. So there's my Disney Princess Challenge for this time around. Let's see. Let's see what I got going here. Didn't get Lisa in here, but I am going to. Yeah, what I want to do. Okay, I'm kind of scanning through the chat real quick, and Warsaw says something about Iso being from Italy. And what I want to do, like I was doing with the cartoon characters, is when someone gives me something that they want me to draw, I want to do a little research in it so I can do some like little trivia. I have such a blast looking stuff up and finding out little things about the stuff that I'm doing that I didn't know, like I did with all the cartoons and stuff. Let's see. Let's see if I can actually play my new song for you. Because I do want to, and it's only just like, let me just do it. And it doesn't matter if I make a mistake, nobody's going to know because I wrote it. That's why I don't do covers. The only sort of songs I really like to play are ones that I've written. So, let me see. And now, this isn't real. I don't think this is really an uplifting song at all. Most of the stuff I play sounds very similar. E minor. They're always in minor chords, which are. Let me just shut up and see if I can play it. Wake me up when it's over. Look outside. Try that again. I just wrote the lyrics yesterday and today. What is happening to the world today? Everybody is going insane. I look outside, I see a nightmare. Wake me up when it's over. What is the truth? What is a lie? Can't believe what I see with my eyes. Don't pull me into your dark pit of despair. Wake me up when it's over. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Don't give in. Keep your faith. Together we win. Wake me up when it's over. That's it. That's all I got. Need to work on it a little bit, but I think it's, I like it, and that's all that really matters. If it makes me feel good about what I'm doing, that's all that really matters. And just remember that yourself. If it makes you feel good, you're doing the right thing. And let me just finish up my show with my little saying that I like to say. that people that hang out this long know what it is. Fart jams for life. Fart club forever. Oh yeah, yeah. If you have fun with your art, you're welcome to be part of Fart Club. I enjoyed that. I hope you did. Bye-bye.